Fredman said, I'm wondering, the metaphysical things are true, but they are also macroscopic. For example, it may gradually affect the quality of luck, but it is unlikely to affect a person's fertility in an instant. So I think that kid must have used some kind of slamming method. Yanjung asked, sounding? What do you mean? Why do you say that? Fredman explained, this is like making magic. In addition to blindfolding, the most commonly used method for magicians is to make noises. Generally, when he points his right hand to show you, things are usually hidden in his left hand. When the hat is shown to you, things are usually hidden in the sleeves. Yanjung nodded solemnly. You go on. Fredman hurriedly said again. Look, Charlie seems to be engaged in metaphysics, but I think this grandson must have used some secret method to quietly poison us, but we were distracted when the poison was given, so we didn't notice. Yanjung suddenly thought of something. He straightened up and blurted out, it makes sense. It makes sense. I have been thinking why 2 of my men had their necks choked by him, so they had muscle weakness. Now think about it. It is very likely that he quietly used poison on my men. Otherwise, if 2 top masters take good care of them, how can they become 2 wastes inexplicably? Yang on the side was busy saying, Second brother, if the grandson really poisoned us, then he must have an antidote. Does this mean that as long as we can get the antidote from him, it is possible to recover? Yes. Yanjung also said immediately, this kid must have a way to recover us. When we finish our business tomorrow, we will find a way to let him take out the antidote. When Fredman heard this, he was immediately excited. During this period of time, he has been troubled by the treatment of his roots, and he has even given up a bit these days. But this does not mean that he is really willing to accept this status quo, but that he is really powerless. If he can heal his own roots, he is willing to pay no matter how great the price is. So, he hurriedly knelt on one knee, folded his fists on top of his head, and pleaded, I am also Charlie's victim. After suffering from this kid, if you 2 have the opportunity to get the antidote, please give me a chance to heal next. Yanjung nodded slightly and said, Mr. Wilson, rest assured, you know everything about us today, and we will not forget you when we get the antidote in the future. Fredman said excitedly, Second Lord, thank you so much. Your great kindness is unforgettable. Yanjung gave a hum, and said to him, Mr. Wilson, it's late, and you should go back to rest early. We will keep in touch with you about this matter, and we will notify you if we have any news. Fredman nodded hurriedly, and said respectfully, Second Lord, then I will leave first. As soon as Fredman left, Philip hurriedly asked Yanjung, Second brother, what is your chance of winning and let the bastard Wade hand over the cure? Yanjung coldly snorted, Did you not listen to Fredman's words? This kid is actually a liar who shows feng shui. He must be looking for money when he comes to Eastcliff to see his eldest brother. As long as he is looking for money, there is nothing to worry about. Yes, when we finish the board of directors tomorrow, I will directly use the money to hit him willingly to kneel down and call me Lord. Because of the strong cold air, the temperature in Eastcliff dropped sharply at night, and heavy snow fluttered in the sky. Charlie received a push on his cell phone saying that Eastcliff had issued a blue blizzard warning from today night to tomorrow day. Charlie was wearing a single shirt and stepped out of the balcony of the guest room, thinking all his parents were in his mind. Tomorrow, I'm going to visit my parents' grave. This matter had been shelved in his heart for 18 years, and he was always thinking about it. When he was in deep thought, he suddenly heard Sarah's voice. Charlie, are you not cold with so little clothes? Charlie looked back. Sarah didn't know when she had entered the room and came to the balcony door. She hurriedly explained, Excuse me, Charlie, I knocked on the door just now, and no one answered, so I pushed the door and came in by myself. Charlie smiled slightly and nodded softly. It's okay, what are you doing so politely between you and me? Suddenly, 2 red clouds appeared on Sarah's pretty face. She walked to Charlie and asked him, Charlie, were you thinking about something just now? Charlie nodded, I'm thinking about the past. Sarah gently touched his hand, and then held him without letting go. She said in gratitude, Charlie, thanks to you for my father's condition, thank you for saving his life. Charlie said sincerely, Sarah, Uncle is a good brother of my father, and an elder I respect. I can't help but watch him seriously ill if I don't have the ability. This ability is naturally to save him. Yeah. Sarah nodded heavily, and said, Charlie, how many days can you stay in Eastcliff this time? I won't accompany my father to the board meeting tomorrow, and after sweeping the grave for Uncle Wade and Aunt Ann, are you going back? Charlie said, I still have some personal affairs the day after tomorrow, and I will go back after I'm done. Sarah's expression was a bit regretful and sad for a while. She raised her head, looked at him with clear and eager eyes, and asked, Charlie, can't you stay for a few more days? It's the Chinese New Year at this site, or you just leave after the New Year at my house.